Finally. Way more than 15 minutes. But I'm back. I did take a opportunity to change it, by the way. So if you're here before, this guy was red. Only his eyes are red now. So let's take a look at this again, because I can't exactly remember where I left. Oh, it's not the best thing. But let's go. We can attack. Decent range. A little bit more than I want. Getting way out there. Okay. So I guess it is different, right? So each side's different, so I can set them different. Can't walk through each other, can we? So that's like two different, about and a half, let's say. Back on the other side again. Well, it's about 2.5 too, so okay, so let's adjust left and right down to 1 again. How that feels. Actually, did we even take that into account? I don't think we did. Sword attack. Swing distance. What does distance even do then on the box cast? Let's take a look at that. So I'm going to pull up another window. Go to the Unity help. Physics 2D box cast. Maximum distance over which to cast the box. Size of the box. I think the size of the box is... Distance controls from how far from the origin the box travels. It may interact with many colliders or none. In these cases, the closest 2D collider divides the space out. So what's the size have to do with it? So it actually moves that box. Interesting. That's kind of cool, actually. Let's leave it like this. So we can't hit him. Can't hit him there. Can't hit him here. Let's try like 0.5. Jeez. Like, I want it to be visible that that sword blade is in the character. That's actually pretty good. Okay. That's for right. Let's go left. Perfect. And now the down is too much. Or one. That's pretty good. Yeah, up's too much. Perfect. So 1 up and down, and half the other. Cool. Let's see. Let's check out the tile sheet. Bow. I might have to make an arrow. There's a bow, but there's no arrow. Be able to like just take the tip of this or something. Build one. Some different swords too. Cool. Some spears. Nice. magical or something. Okay. No, we don't have an arrow. What next should we work on? Should we give this guy some basic AI? Like navigate back and forth between two spots? I think we should. So let's take this player controller first and look at it and see what we can derive from this. Right, so we know the update, like, it's gonna be different, right? We don't want to take the keyboard input at all. But most of this other stuff's gonna apply, so we need to get the active admin, or anim, the active game object. The direction stuff's gonna apply. Deactivate all directions. Yep. Activated direction. So it's just the update that's really gonna get scrapped of this. So let's copy this. Add a new controller or component to this, which is going to be not a base AI, which is kind of what I want to go for first, but it's something else that's better than that, right? So it's going to derive from the AI. So we probably need to add the script first for the base, and then extend that, I guess, right? So scripts, great. C# script. Base AI. By base AI, I mean this is the basic AI. Okay, so this stuff can go. This stuff can't too. All this speed, not player speed. Players or the speed, sorry. Down here, even here. We got an extra curly bracket, that's all. Okay. Script to the next song. Horizontal and vertical velocity still need to apply, but they're not going to come from input. But for right now, we'll set them to 0. We don't have a source for it yet, but we will. There we go. And then we need 3 more variables, 2 transforms, and 1 as a indicator as to which transform we're working on. But this is the base AI, right? So maybe not. Okay, so call up method called should attack. Create that method, and it'll be a boolean void should attack, and let's just say false for now. Return false in the base class, and this is where we'll override it. We'll override it in. What am I doing now, void boolean? So anyway, like I said, so return false, so it'll never attack in the base class. When we extend this to say if it's a ranged attack, you know, so a bowman or a swordsman, they will attack differently based on that, right? Step away from yourself. So anyway, the idea is we'll override this in the other ones. Let's check for input. That's all the input. This should all apply then. And now we just need to set target locations and velocities based on the target locations. So we could say set velocities as another overridable method that we'll call on the other classes. So we'll get working on that as soon as I come back here. So give me a few minutes.
Every change has a reason, baby, let it come to you. Every soul, every season lives outside of status quo. If we stop believing we're meant to be, expanding our abilities. If the passion's gone, we are doing it wrong. Baby, you and I should start living now.
Headset's died. No. Can't hear my music. There we go. Ah, died again. Stupid battery. So this was a used headset. A refurbished one. Back on. Oh, no, the battery in my head. I'll change out in a bit. Okay, so we were saying we need to override this class, basically, right? So we need to extend another class from this. Let's go back to the here, and we'll create a new script, and we'll call it Sword AI, right? Or Melee AI. That's probably better. I think that's both. We'll open that up. Visual Studio. And we'll extend base AI. There we go. And we have methods that we can use then. And here. What else did we say we needed? So I'll give it a couple points that are publics. That'll show up. Public transform point 1. Public transform point 2. Okay. And we'll just assign game objects in the world to those and drag them in the inspector, and then move those where we want them to be in the world, those game objects. That'll be our destination point, basically. For like walking back and forth between 2 points. At least that's the idea. Okay, so there's that. Determine direction. So let's actually rename this AI should attack. Those velocities are local variables there. Let's do it this way. So float AI set horizontal velocity. And same for the other vertical. Vertical velocity. And right now, return 0. Return 0. What's that? Oh, AI should attack. Good. And say horizontal velocity is that. Oh, we'll take speed into consideration as part of this. Like we can just, oh no, we can't return that. So we want to move them in the direction, or the desired direction. It's going to be between 0 and 1. I need that current point. Public int current point. So 0 equals no point. 1 equals first. 2 equals second. We'll just set it to 0 by default so it doesn't move anywhere. let's do another method. Got this. Got this. So transform. Get current destination. I guess I just say get destination. That's what it is. Say current. Our target location is return if current point equals 0. Whoa, stop jumping. Equals 0. Return all. It causes some errors later. All. No, it's just return the return transform. So we'll return this transform, right? So it'll go nowhere. And then if what else is? If current point equals 1, we'll say return if current point equals 2, return point 2. And now we can say this. Else, I guess we gotta put an extra case in here. Return transform. In case it gets set to 3 or something silly. Okay, so let's say get destination. Say transform. Position. Let's just say vector 2. B equals that position. Is that a vector 2? It's probably not. Vector 3. Dash dot position dot is a position. So dot x is greater than transform dot position dot x if else if, so we're saying the x is greater, so we need to add to it, so we're going to set it to 1. And here we're saying it's going to be less than our position, so we need to subtract from it, so it'll be -1. And then else return 0, so it doesn't go there. And then we can do the same for this down here. And we'll say y instead. So we're just checking, should we move in that axis? If we should, set the speed to the velocity of that axis to 1 or -1 based on whether it needs to go up or down or left and right. And then if we don't, we're at the position. That's 0. We'll probably also have to put some tolerance in there so that it doesn't get its jitter back and forth at the point. I've seen that happen many times before. We should throw in a check at destination within tolerance. Somewhere, and update to position. So we'll say check arrived at destination. And that will be another just void, right? So we're just going to change some variables inside of it if it is. If destination position dot distance. No, we'll just say that position minus our transform position. Is greater than does that give us another vector? No. So two vectors minus each other should be a vector. Magnitude. Yep. It's greater than. It's less than. On what? 1? Yeah. Then. So we're a tenth of a unit away from it. Then we'll say. Go to next point, basically, right? So if current point. Oops, not that. Point equals 1. Current point equals 2. If current point equals 0. We don't want to do anything. It's 0. Else. Point equals 1. There we go. Just flip between 1 and 2 every time we get within magnitude of 1. Variables captured this. So never used. And we should attack. Okay, we got something screwed up here. Don't we? There we go. Just bracket missing. So are we at the destination? If we are, we're going to go to the other point. We're going to go into setting this, the horizontal velocity. That's based on the position in the destination's position, which we're getting the destination from the point that it's on. I think we're all good. Probably some extra error checking needs to be put in there for nulls and things like that, but for now we're good. So that's our base AI class, right? And this will then override the should attack based on the range of that character at that type, right? Things like that. Also, we'll call the attack method. We need to implement still. I guess it's the animation piece, and then there's the other piece of it still. Okay, let's go for this. Let's see if the guy walks around and things, right? Save everything. We'll get this added to this one, right? It's gonna be up here. We need it. So we'll do the base AI for now. No. Let's do melee. This is a melee type. Okay, so we've got 2 points. These points really can't be part of the game object itself because it'll move with it if it's a child. So they're gonna have to be something else, right? So let's create another empty and say AI path targets just to hold them, right? It's just a placeholder, it doesn't do anything else. And we want to make sure we reset the transform on this so it's all zeros. It's just a placeholder for organization, basically. And then let's create another empty inside this. And we'll say target oak 1. And I'm gonna copy that, target location 2. Okay, and then let's move these around in the world. So move that one to say there. And this one say over here. Another thing I could do too is so let's go PR. Another thing I could do too is so part of what I wanted to do was have a visual representation of that point. I could probably do the Unity editor stuff that way. So the current point's gonna be 1. Current direction's down right now. Matters. Let's save this. Let's run it, see if he walks back and forth. He may not. He is not. Let's figure out why. Our speed is 0. He's in the idle animation. So let's check that out here. Edit script, right? It's melee. So let's attach to Unity. Stop this. Let's attach to Unity. Let's debug this, right? Start right here with debugging. Let's run this again. Okay, so you can get some split screen going on, please. No, you're not going to. Oh, let's step into this. Go at 3, 2. Come on. For our transform. Interesting that it's not the exact same numbers they're showing up here, but whatever. Destination's position is 0, 2. Checking that current point. Getting point 1. What? Okay, I think I need to watch this. I have to watch. The magnitude could be negative, couldn't it? No, magnitude should never be negative. Breakpoint there. Continue. 299. So do we get in here? No. Right, because we haven't arrived. Our current point is still 1. Oh my gosh. Really? Is that what's wrong? I think I might know what's wrong. In order to have a console error that I didn't notice. Yep. So this guy's got a rigid body. That's what's actually moving him. So we add velocity to the rigid body 2D. This guy does not. We didn't add it. So let's do this. On this base, let's see if I can do that here. Oh, I don't know that I can. Required. Can I type please? Required component. Type of. Rigid body 2D. That way, on this guy, the piles, we remove this and then re-add it. Children of a prefab instance can be deleted or removed in a component cannot reorder. Oh, I bet it's because it's trying to add it in. There we go. Now we got the rigid body 2D. So this has got an override, no override. So we do not want gravity. Here, please. This is gonna fall off the screen. I think that's it. Freeze the rotation because we don't want him spinning this, right? Did he get bumped or whatever? So that should fix these console errors at the very least. Let's see what happens when we run it. So console errors, that's good. Not tracking the targets because we didn't set them up. Right. Okay, set them up again. Go here. That one. That one. Oh! Yes! He's walking backwards, but we can fix that. And he's going way too fast. Like sprinting compared to our character. What's his speed? Player speed 5. Okay, let's race, I guess. They are going the same speed. Dying. Kind of jittery, up and down jittery, right? Because he's going past what he needs to every time. Well, the easy way to fix that is to set these locations to the same y coordinate. They're off by just a little bit, I noticed. If I set this one up to 0.7. Boom, done. Right, so that should fix it. Now he's gonna go back and forth and not jitter up and down. Or jitter worse. Awesome. Awesome. Because it's not the same Y as him. This. There we go. Now the real question is, do we set up them as child objects? Capture their X and Y coordinates at startup, and then ignore the child object from then on. What kind of frame rate am I getting in this? 140. I think that's fast enough. Considering I'm streaming and everything else. I'll probably has VSync turned on. Okay. Do I cache those locations? That way when it moves with the object, these targets are much easier to set up then, right? Because you can just slide them over from wherever his position is. Like, have the prefab set so that, how do I describe this? They're at him or like 2 or 3 away from him on a single axis. They're at him, and just grab it and go, I want this to be here. Or that would work. Do it that way. So set up a distance. Certain axis. So what happens if we did this? So we take these two, make them children of the night. Can't, can I? Because it's not. Straight empty. Straight empty. Waypoint 1. Guess first, right? Waypoint 1. And they're just zeros, zeroed out in the original prefab. Then in this variation of the prefab, we do this. Right, and that becomes the positions that we want. And on startup, we save these positions. And we hook this guy in the prefab up. So he has none and none. So we hooked this up in the prefab, the original, like that, and current point B1. And we save this prefab. But out here, when we come back, look, they're already set to 1. Their positions are going to be different, because we've got a variant of this prefab. And then in the code, got these transforms that we've set, right? The public position. I'm actually just going to change it a lot though if I do it, make it the position. It should be fine if it's position because it's not. The destination is a transform right now. We could change that to a position. Vector 3, which is what a position is, and then just say a destination.
I saw her up on the hill, on her way to
And then instead of saying point 1, we'll say
proud and all out. But where are
a point
you now?
1, a point,
Misunderstood since
and
you
we'll say
would
transform dot position.
help the ones that you could. No glimpse of doubt.
Those don't exist yet, which
Where
we'll
are
create
you
them.
now?
We'll say
Years
private
have
vector
passed,
3,
restless legs
2,
have settled.
1,
We're
and we'll just cache those up at start.
down is up.
We'll say waypoint 1.
We're finally home.
Need to get rid of that camera stuff, I just realized.
Let me lend you a hand. Let me in on the plan. Together we're stronger.
8.1 equals
Waited any long.
0.1 dot position.
Years have passed.
Waypoint 2,
Restless legs have settled.
0.2 dot position.
Finally
There. now we have that cached. We're going to use the cached version of it, so it's one off. Even though these sliders will move with it during runtime, the empties will move because they're children. I like that better. Let's run this. You should go from here to like wherever. Oh, no, doesn't like something. Let's check the error message. Does it not have a rigid body? Null reference object not set to an instance of an object. Got a rigid body. It's on line 78.
Years have passed and restless legs have settled. We're finally home. Down is up. We've been at the top. We're finally home.
It's a float. Float. Speed is what? Oh.
We're finally home.
I know. Let's copy this. I took the rigid body lookup on this, didn't I? RB equals get component rigid body TD. Okay. That was what we're going. So let's start the game over again. Whoa! Man's on an attack run. It's toggling back between waypoint 1 and 2. Oh, I probably didn't update something to the destination is the waypoints. Let's look for the places that we use point 1. Okay. Oh, that's it. That is correct then. Yeah.
Hey, we can run away. You say you
With this one,
want to.
I have a hunch here. I think it's keeping a copy of the reference. X point 1 dot position dot y. It doesn't matter. Point 1 dot position dot z. Everything is going down at all. That's confusing to me.
Okay. But I dream that we can fly.
there's a reference to the camera. I didn't pay attention to that. Yeah, that was my actions. Oh, let's look for Cam again. I thought I did that already. Okay. We can get rid of this variable altogether. No camera movement involved in this. So, remember we copied the player class, and the player's movement on the screen moves the camera around. The variable .1 of melee has not been assigned. Oh. That's cool. Not at all. Oh, these are overriders.
We got everything we need right here. Wine and
How do I do
burning
this? Override.
chemistry. You and me alone. You and me alone. Inside of our embassy. Everything we need right here. Make me
Revert.
sing
Aha,
along,
there we go.
sing along. I never thought
The whole
I'd be
prefab
stuck
system
by you.
that's new in Unity is pretty cool, but
I never
they could
thought
use it
I'd be stuck by you. Oh, watch me dancing in the colors, lightning.
not finding it because left is inactive. Why isn't left active though?
We got everything we need, right? Watch me dancing in the colors, lightning, blowing up a thunder, wash it over me, yeah. We got everything we need right here.
Oh, it's going back for 20 points.
Moonlight on your naked skin, summer's
Oh, we can
blindness
push him.
to
That's cool.
giving. Where you wanna go, where you wanna go. Stars align onto your face, pretty
Something's happening to where his
make me sing along, sing
speed is not getting set in the animation controller.
I never thought I'd ever be stuck by you.
And it's his left doesn't have it.
Never thought I'd ever be
It's not getting activated though. Current direction isn't getting set or something.
dancing in the colors, lightning, blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. We got
But it should.
everything we
Because we're setting the velocity.
watch me.
So his horizontal velocity is not 0, right?
Blowing up a thunder, wash it over me, yeah.
And it's greater than his vertical velocity. Oh no, they would always be equal. Wouldn't they? They would always be equal. Oh. If he needs to go up at all, his velocity is going to be equal. Because it's both going to go 0.1 or 1. His velocity. Right. Do we need to add acceleration then? Until it gets to 1. That's a possibility.
Oh, watch me dancing in the colors, lightning, blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. We got everything we
Another thing I do is just do another else where they're
watch
equal.
me dancing in the colors,
I just said it to go.
lightning, blowing up a
Something.
thunder, wash it over me, yeah. We got everything we need right here. We got everything.
Make it proportional based on how far they've got to move to each one. Restart it again. He wasn't moving at all to begin with. Those aren't set to references of objects. But they are. set him to down. That could be part of it. He was facing down, but now his current direction is set to left, but left is not active, so it didn't activate properly. Why? The very first arrow is 273 down here. So first we deactivate all directions, right? Then we activate the game object. Direction. And the direction is down currently. Left, it should set left direction. So when he calls it up here, we set it to true. Activate direction is set where if the current direction does not equal the previous direction. Okay. That's pretty. Take that out. That's gonna set him to down. Start to solve again. Ah, is it just? Oh, dang it, didn't attach. Never stopped because they were equal, as they would be. Because we never fall into any of these, indicating we need to change directions because of this. I'm gonna favor a horizontal direction over a vertical direction by doing this. I had this in here because if we didn't, he was constantly deactivating all these game objects and reactivating them, so he wouldn't face the right direction. Or like his animations kept skipping, restarting. Well, let's stop there, I guess. Oh, okay. Our horizontal velocity is 1. Vertical velocity is 0. So the absolute value of this is greater. It is not 0, so its current direction should be left. Because that's what it's set to. Top it right. Attach to Unity. Get that first walkthrough, that's where I'm trying to troubleshoot this now. Okay, -1. 0. So it should be trying to go in this direction. There. That is not right. That's current direction to left. Left. Activates animator by setting its speed. Horizontal velocity. I can't move that window to show you, but it will. Update. Not yet, at least. They can't get the component. Animator unlocked. It's staring off there. Because it's not active yet. That way our character sometimes. They'll just like take off and not actually start animating. I think we need to call this there, and we can call it here, and we can call it here as well. That way we're always updating it if it's changed. Start this again. $245 this time. Same thing. Got the animator. Why are you not getting activated? Get there. Okay, so we can skip past that. Statement. Continue. Wait, it never did it? Never activating? But activating directions not getting called. Okay. Oh, I might be getting tired here. What's going on? It's coming down into there. Previous direction should be down, right? We're down. Previous direction does not equal that, so she called that. Go there, attach. Run. It's stopping here still. It's true. Step into that. Horizontal velocity is -1, so that's not going to be true. That is. Going to go left. Current direction is left. Previous direction is down. Going to go into there. Activate direction gets called. Deactivate all first, right? So it's gonna turn everything off. That's not the current direction. We're saying left, so we're gonna set up's direction to off. And right there it fails. What in the world? How is it? $189. Knew there was an extra air we were missing somewhere. CS. What's CS here? That's our problem. That was our problem all along. Awesome. CS. Really? Oh, okay. That makes sense now. CS equals get component. Character, controller, character setup. Boom.
You can call me stupid.
It'll run now.
You can call me sheep. You can say I'm lazy. You can say I'm weak. You think that using her would get to me. And if you're right, then you're in trouble, D. 'Cause I won't break, no, I know I won't wait. You're in trouble, D.
I mean, it's working like we want, so that's good. The wobble we need to deal with, and I think the best way to do that is to not set velocity to 1 immediately. Ramp it up over time and clamp it
But
at
when
1.
it comes to her, you better keep it safe.
So,
Don't you dare say a single word.
what are you jumping
I
to?
will strike you where it feels. You
We
think
want
that
to
using her
go
would get to me.
here,
And if
okay,
you're right,
F12.
then you're in trouble, D.
Instead of 1 and negative 1, what if we do like 0.1?
You're in trouble, D.
And we go equals plus, no. So this plus this plus this, and then do like math F, a clamp. So that's the value. And then comma. Zero, 1. It's an unassigned local variable. Probably have to define it somewhere else, right? Set it to 0 initially. That won't work. Persist it between frames. Clamp. 0 and 1. And then down here. We might need to come back later and change that to a variable. We can define what it's going to be. Not to change all. Okay, what's your speed, dude? Too low. One worked. It is a math. Let's just patch to Unity. 0, 0. The message like crazy at this point tonight. Let's do a watch on this. I say that returns float. Okay. Takes floats and returns floats. Float, 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 float. Yep. They're both at 0. Okay, so let's just step into it. Oh, I'm dumb. I am dumb. It's not 0. -1 is the low. What's clamping it to 0? Darn computer did exactly what I told it to. That recompile. Save. Saves it before it plays it. It did. Cool. Play. Blah, blah. Bingo. I bump him. Again. It's much smoother now, at least, right? Just gonna push me along, dude. I'm gonna attack you. It does. Changing that crazy. Trying to get to that point. Speed's going all over the place. I need a way to figure out the calculation of how much is left, right? It's a very small amount. In either of these directions, right? So if he's very close to being at the target, X or Y, we want to only move the X or Y a very small amount. Sad thing is with what I just did with the other part, it's really getting screwed up because I can't just say, oh, only make my velocity 0.0001 if I inch up to it. That won't work. Because it's going to be 0.01 first frame, 0.02 the second frame, so on. We'll get there. Oh, fine. magnitude. Put that down there. If get destination apps apps station x is less than 0.1. Apps. Yes. Adjust velocity if needed. If we're close in this axis. So this one we're saying the x-axis we're close, so we're going to say horizontal velocity equals 0.1, right? But we're only going to do that if we're positive on this, right? So we need to do this if this is greater than 0, and we do this. We gotta do that absolute check, right? So else this is here. Curly bracket. We'll say negative. We're just overriding those values basically, right? If we're close, and then x or y axis. Vertical. Oh. Right now. Bump him around a bit. Minus transform position x. Almost like it's off in some. Oh. Oop, didn't even follow it. Come on, just go left and right. Perfect. That's what I wanted to see. Nah, his speed is way too fast. We can't catch the guy. Let's say I'm at like 4. What that looks like. Nice, nice, yes, that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to just go straight for it, then yes. Got it. And we have a higher velocity, so we can actually push this guy around. And the way this guy is set up, so like we know. I want to describe this. We need to know all the time is the player in the way, basically, kind of thing, right? And then our target gets changed. Target basically becomes the player. The target's nearby, things like that.
Knew from the first time I saw ya.
This is just the
You
basic
were not like
control
the
room base.
others. A cool kind of melody. You rattled my cage without warning. Kept it up right till the
Cool.
morning. A new kind of ecstasy.
I need to
You
step away
found
for just a
a
moment.
different
I'll be
side
right
of
back.
me, the one I'd like to be. A different side of me, yeah. You found a different side of me, like someone pretty neat. A different side of me, yeah. With you, there are no stop signs. Counting down till we take flight. It's how you make me feel. Yeah, yeah. Let's call in sick and be lazy. I'm all for doing what's crazy. Cause you make it real, yeah. You found a different side of me, the one I'd like to be. A different side of me, yeah, yeah. You found a different side of me, like someone pretty neat. A different side of me, yeah, yeah. I can feel that you're changing me. Day by day got me shedding skin. The layers are peeled away. Got me moving through time and space. Your magic can't be erased. Can't be erased. You found a different side of me, the one I'd like to be. A different side of me, yeah, yeah. You found a different side of me, like someone pretty neat. A different side of me, yeah, yeah. You found a different side of me, the one I'd like to be. A different side of me, yeah.
Won't you sing out your frustration? Just say a word. Keep on staring at the pavement. God knows who hurt. Ooh, your mind is a ghost town. told you so. Keep on acting out like strangers. Scream out loud. I will go if nothing changes. So change your heart. Ooh, your mind is a ghost town, echoing inside your walls. 5 feet underground now. Nothing's gonna save us from our doubts. Nothing's gonna make us spell it out. I don't wanna be the one who said, oh, I told you so. But I told you so. My kingdom on lockdown. You never give me any chance. Watch me on my way out. Nothing's gonna save us from our doubts. Nothing's gonna make us spell it out. I don't wanna be the one who said, oh, I told you so. But I told you so.
Hello.
Okay.
So we got him on patrol. Let's test out the patrol in the other axis, right? So if we were to say, reset this, and reset this, and go in and say, we want you to patrol vertically instead. How does that work? Wonder what happens if we put it so that the point you can't get to it too. Nice. That works. What about it's not perfectly vertical? It's going sideways to the diagonal. Oh. Yeah, that's pretty smooth actually. Dang, I like it. Let's make it so that you can't get to a point, I guess. Right, because he's gonna go in a beeline straight to that. Basically. Now, I did originally think maybe I need more one waypoint. I could just sit there and do that forever. But that's on me, right? That happens. Shit. I can later modify this for multiple waypoints too if I need to. Make an array of points basically. Cool. We can't do it that way. Aw, you can't fit down through there. Probably one of the steps though. Right there, maybe. All over the place. I wonder if it's like, can I make it so that he can't be pushed? I don't want him to be static, right? I want him to be dynamic. Simulated? This guy's simulated. He is. And make his mass like super high. Right, that should do it. That just means he can push me though. I don't know. At that point, he's gonna be attacking me anyway. So do I need to start casting these boxes every so often? I think so. Like I did on the player controller. Level up. Box. No, it's sword attack. It's sword attack. This is to check to see if we actually hit them. We want to do another check, another ray cast. Hey, Snowbook Studios. We want to do another ray cast to check to see if we can try and swing. The player can know himself. Yeah, I won't. So, oh, that's did it earlier. Yeah. That better? That better? Hopefully it is. Cool. Yeah, I turned it way down in OBS. So, how has it been? Is your internet still acting up? That's right. Melee. And this is going to be on the update. Say super. How can I only question how I can happily use the light theme in Visual Studio? You know what? I have never ever thought of changing it. Like, I prefer dark things in most applications. I don't even know where it is. Like, I was a big mono-develop person, and mono-develop just kind of became a pig. Dark. Can I do it? I just never thought about it. Seriously. There. Nice. I want to call this super update. So I know Java way better than C#. Let's see. Sharp. All super. Method. Base. Base. Update. Okay. No. Oh, capital U. Yeah, now I'm gonna have to get used to it though, that's the thing. Super constant. Let's look at another example here. Doesn't seem to like it. Protection level. Ah, it's protected. Shoot. Okay, so hey, I'm going to college next year for CS. Always wanted to learn online, but sites like Coding Academy aren't enough to explain. Can you show me the ways? Like what for loops and if statements do? Gotcha. So for loops will run the same code over and over based on the parameters that you put into the for loop. So like for I equals 0, while I is less than, I don't know, 10, and I++. So it will loop through there 10 times. There are very good tutorials on YouTube. And an if statement just is what it says, right? So if this condition is true, then it will do the things between the curly brackets. If it's not true, whatever the statement is in between the parentheses there, it won't do this after the curly brackets. Why 10? Because I said for I equals 0, I is less than 10. If you put 11, then it would go 11 times. And I say 11 times, even though I'm saying less than 11 because it starts at 0. So 0 is counted as that part of that. You could do it however you want. It doesn't have to be the same variable even. You could say, I don't know, I is less than B. Yes. And thank you, Stonebrook Studios, for telling me my mic was turned way down or whatever. Ah. There we go. I stream at 720 because a lot of people complain when I stream in 1080. Because I'm not a partner, so I can't stream in multiple forms, multiple qualities. So I can't call update in my update. Yeah, exactly. So how am I going to handle this? So I need to call this and allow the other one to run at the same time without overloading it, basically, right? So I could put another call inside my other base class that is public. There we go. Update start. AI update start. That would be like my pre-update call, basically. Sunbrooks, is there a full tutorial one? It really depends on what you want to do for the languages, right? Different languages are better at doing different things. Like, And I call that instead. Hundreds of tutorial series. Yeah, exactly. Do basic first. Not many people say that anymore. I personally have zero things against basic. I learned with basic. Oh, my first real job was with it, put it that way. Done that too. Basic's a programming language. Gosh, is there at override in this? Yeah, override. Why is it still? Virtual or abstract method cannot be private. Oh. Really? I haven't used this stuff in C# enough. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now we're at the point where we can say, do we need to cast array and all this fun stuff, right? Or we can cast array. Enough room now. This is bigger. Hopefully you can still read it. We got to get the direction, swing distance, layer mask into this somehow. Well, layer mask should be fine. Layer mask. Well, you're using Unreal Engine, right? I've never done Unreal Engine. Oh, and you were talking about a different programming language altogether too, weren't you? So, can't tell. This is Unity. I use Unity, not Unreal. Angel scripts, and I have never used that either. Okay. But you still need to know what it's doing behind the scenes, right? So I've created mods before for games. So I've created a Minecraft mod before. So I have a feel for what it entails, at least from that perspective. What am I looking for? I want to get the variables here. Just those two? Public? Similar to Lua. Okay. I've done Lua before. In a different game, actually. So the direction we're getting from this, which we can get the player controller. Yeah. I'm familiar with Lua. There's a Minecraft mod called Computercraft that uses Lua. And it's kind of cool. People have taken it to the point where they've made games in Computercraft, which is running inside a game, right? I don't know what games they've made. Like, say Pong, right? It's got a display in the computer in the game. Take a reference. No wonder. Player control. So we don't have a player control to get, and we're just using that to get the direction. We've got instead this base I, which has a direction. Yeah. Okay, so we can get this stuff from that. Base dot. We don't even need to do that, do we? We just need to say base that direction. Player control. Happy New Year. We've still got another, well, just shy of 5 hours, right? direction. Should be able to say just current direction. That will work because we've got the enum set up in the parent class. There we go. So the distance needs to be further because we're saying no, it should be fine still. A long time ago, I used Sharp. Yeah, I've been using it off and on. I use Java more from the Minecraft mod I made. And in my job, I use all sorts of crazy stuff that's not really a normal programming language. Let's just see this. What we got? Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna work that go. File, please. Okay. Not moving. Oh, he's floating. I like Java and C#, but since plus super used that now. Yeah. It takes a while to like go back and forth, you know what I mean? I mean, why is he acting this? This is weird. They just like get the syntax changes. You get set in your ways of doing things. At least for me. Angular drag is okay. Linear drag, gravity scales there. Simulated. Why did he stop walking though? Waypoints there. Okay, yeah. They're set there. Set down. Current point 1. Layer mask is set to nothing. We want to go put a layer mask for player then. Yes. Okay. What's this? Transform that parent, that position. Nope, we want the main object in this case. Because there is no parent for this one. Play. What's there now? And no reference of object is object 38. Direction not getting set? Should. Transform. These guys are not saved for some reason. Is that the issue? What else is there that couldn't be an object? Because it is on that specific line. But it's not that it didn't find anything to hit, which is okay if it doesn't, right? So it'll be null and then it'll just come out there. Oh, he's going for his position now. Let's stop this, go back to player. Need a player, yeah. All my European friends. Yep, we heard a young hero. Cool. So now the next piece would be to trigger that. not the hit, right? We want to trigger our own. So get component. Set as animator. What? Animator. Set trigger back. Now, did this right? He should try and attack. Okay, missing component animator. Patch. That's right, because we don't have the directional. This whole multiple object thing for one sprite is so. Hey guys, Happy New Year. I still got like 4.5 hours to go. But I suppose it's next year for you. Can't hear me? Everyone's coming and saying that. Can you hear the music? All the way down. There. Probably not even invisible or audible. Probably not even invisible or audible. Yeah, it's not audible. I don't know. Oh, it's not my fault. Okay. Now you tell me. Well, in that case, oh, it's not my fault. Okay. Now you tell me. Well, in that case. So I need to get a child that's active. A component in children because they're shilling bomb. So I need to get a child that's active. A component in children because they're shilling bomb. Okay, I need to turn off that sounds. What do I echo? Oh, he's doing something. Yeah, that was temporary. Sorry, Stonebrick. It was me checking out my sounds to make sure it was okay. Got the stream open on another window. Okay, so he's trying to do it, I believe, because he's stuttering. So it's going back and forth between the attack and the walk state. So what do I do in the player controller to deal with that? Set the speed to 0. This is not efficient, but I'm going to do this for now. Be caching out the component it finds. He's definitely trying to do it, so let's see. Don't have it open. Let's pause. My animator window open. Animation animator. Drag that off my second screen over here. I want to see what state he's going into. He's doing this crazy shaky stuff. Yeah, he's trying to swing the sword and then instantly kicking over to go to the walking down animation. It's like he's doing this, right? So click, click, click. I guess I can't attack either while I'm walking. I have to stop. How am I gonna get him to stop long enough? Is that some delay? Could make it so that when the swing is active, it can't transition to anything else? Make it so that the other animation completes before we transition to this. That's probably the best approach. This is on my down animation. So this one has exit time, I think is what we need to do. Find out. Yep. Now he's still walking when he's doing this. But that'll be handled by me changing my target as well, right? So right now it's targeting up here and targeting down here. We also need to add some cooldown to this. So it does not murder you instantly. Let's get in front of him this direction. Doing the same thing because we didn't set that. So we need to set that on all of those animation types then. So we did the down, we can do the left, the up, I'm sorry. And this is going into walk. We need to set this to say it has an exit time. So that it can't transition any state from any state into walk until that other state is finished. And then the left will be the same. Sidewalk. Go. And then why did up look different? Not sure what's up with this. Ah, still not zoomed in. Okay, that should do it. He's not transitioning right. Wonder if I can make a different transition for a specific case. So what I mean by that is he should be able to go from idle to walk instantaneously. Idle to walk, no exit time. This is for the down state. Yeah, see how he's sliding? He's still in the idle animation. Then he starts walking. Idle, walking, idle, walking. Gotta be a way to do that. Will I set up a blend state, maybe? You still had that set. Okay. Maybe. Next time. 1. Mission 0. Didn't help. Where's my animator? Why does it keep closing on me? Sure, stay there. That works. But no exit time. Duration in seconds. If we do that. Some of these settings, I don't know what they do. Nope. Starts walking down there. So it's long enough for him to walk from here to here. Let me pull the animator off. Run that again. I just want to make sure it's what it's doing. It's in idle and stuck. Not stuck on anything? I'm not showing anything running. Must not have him selected. There we go. Yeah. Then idle. Oh, condition speed. Greater than 1. I think that might have just did it. I didn't have the transition condition set up. Okay, so now I need to do that for the other 2 orientations. From idle, transition to walk. There is no exit time. Its condition is based on the speed being greater than 0.1. Right? So when he turns around, starts walking right away. Okay, and then the left is the same thing. From idle to walk. Speed greater than 0.1. No exit time. Let's restart it. Maximize. Go. Walk, walk, walk. It's fully walking now. What happens if I get in front of him? Starts swinging at me. He still moves because of speed. His animation speed is set to 0, not his actual velocity. That's key. So we're setting his animation speed to 0. So he's not looking like he's walking, but he's still getting his rigid body updated with velocity. In here. Right where I put it. Right here. And we could set a Boolean value is attacking. Cool. Is attacking. If is attacking. Horizontal velocity equals 0. Vertical velocity equals 0. And then we just come back over here. Just false first. Come on, finger. Get on the key I want. Okay, I'll make it public. Protected or whatever. Okay, how did our overlay all of a sudden start showing up? Canvas. Oh, it's the game window, that's not. Not the scene view. And now when I come down, stop walking. Go away. Right, because we never reset that then. Would just say else. We didn't find the player, so we're gonna say set attacking to false. Be useful. Once you attack forever. Never move again once you see the player. I think I see him. I think I see him. Not sure what that's about. I must have our distance set too high or something. You gonna attack me? You can attack me on the left. You're not gonna try to attack me on the right because you don't see me. You get down. I get above you. Do you attack me then? Nope, but you inch towards me. Ah. Because our velocity is at 0, we are setting the direction to the left, basically. So I need to get a case in where they're both 0 and not change the direction, basically. Vertical velocity is equal to 0. Else this junk. Yeah. Compile, compile, compile. Okay, this is what we want. What we don't want is the distance though, right? So we can adjust that distance. Nice. That distance would be set here. Swing distance of 2. Oh no, it's on this one. Swing distance. 2. On our player, we set it to what? 1. For the down direction, and up direction, and then a half for the others. That's gonna be pain. Say 1. Might split the difference to say 0.75. Oh, yeah, it needs to be smaller. .75. That looks appropriate for the up. The down didn't. We can hit him. Alright, we can hit him. Oh, not transitioning out of his attack into hurt state. Oh man. Okay, so I think at this point I am going to take a break because that is frustrating. Having to go in and tweak this animation transition stuff 400 times. Like, it should be simpler than this. I'm probably making it too complicated. So this swing state needs to go into hurt. It needs to have a transition. Oh, wait a minute. There's no transitions to hurt. Did we only set up the transition on one of them? Oh, that might be easy fix then. There's no transition to hurt. No transition to hurt. There's a transition to hurt. We only did it once. Okay, so it's not broken. I just haven't done it. So no exit time. Exit time. Next time. Force next time. Yep. And then this is up. Down has one. Up has one. So side needs one. Has exit time. No exit time. We start it. Move that out of the way. Space on the screen. There we go. Not doing it, is it? No, he did it. He did it. He just didn't stop moving. It didn't look like he did it. Let's watch this too, right? So on maximize, get our character down going, and then watch this hurt. It'll play. You'll see a little blue line go underneath it. Yeah, I definitely played hurt. It's just he's still moving. Animation, male character down. Okay. Wife just said dinner's ready, so I will take a break here. We're definitely making some serious progress on this. It doesn't seem like it, but that's like lots of work. I expected this to be a complicated thing. Oh, awesome. That whole leg is all laid up. So I'm going to stream here. I might stream again later on tonight. I don't know. We'll just see what happens. It's New Year's, so yeah. Happy New Year's, everybody. Bye. Yes. Like this. Bye. See you later.